Hey, it's Will Wofford here with Berkshire, Hathaway, York, Simpson, Underwood Realty, and today I'd like to take you on a tour of 5 Points. 5 Points is comprised of Hayes Barton, Bloomsbury, Roanoke Park, and Vanguard Park. It's a really neat neighborhood, centrally located in Raleigh, and I'm going to explain how it's made up, recent sales, lot sizes, what you can expect if you're looking for property in 5 Points or you're just curious about it. So let's take a ride. Let's go see 5 Points and hope you enjoy it. Okay, as we begin our tour of 5 Points, we're on Harvey Street in Hayes Barton. This is the largest of the 5 Points neighborhoods and encompasses around 1,700 acres. I think what makes Hayes Barton so special is the initial thought that was used to craft the original landscape design that still shapes the neighborhood today. Roads were carved out of the terrain, while the challenging areas were left as parks and natural buffer areas. The setbacks are generous, and there are a variety of lot sizes and shapes. This is one of Raleigh's most prestigious neighborhoods and was developed in the 20s. There are around 443 residential properties in Hayes Barton with an 85% owner occupancy. As I mentioned before, there are a variety of lot sizes here, so I think it only makes sense to see some rentals since the property continues to appreciate. There were 13 closed transactions in Hayes Barton in the last 12 months, and that equates to around a 3% turnover rate, so it will be challenging to find property in Hayes Barton. Prices ranged in the last 12 months from a sales price of $650,000 to $1,725,000, with the median sales price of $995,000 and a square footage of 3,149 square feet is the median. I think all the streets in Hayes Barton are pretty special, but I especially like Cowper, Jarvis, Vance, and Holt Street is got some pretty dramatic areas in it. So those are my favorites. Okay, so here's something you probably didn't know. Hayes Barton has 2 sides. One is in 5 Points East, and one was in the side that we were just in on the other side of Glenwood. So now we're in the 5 Points East side of Hayes Barton. And here the homes are a little bit smaller, lots are a little bit smaller, and the same thought that was put in the original design, the landscape design, was not applied as much on this side. So this side is a lot different than the other side. So if I take those sales out and let you know what the sales were for this side of Hayes Barton, low of $650,000, high of $825,000 in the last 12 months, with a median size of 2,354 square feet. So a lot of difference between the 2 sides of Hayes Barton. Okay, as we move along, we are now on Roanoke Park, which is another one of the 5 Points neighborhoods. This neighborhood has a lot of character for sure and is built around Roanoke Park, which is probably one of the very best neighborhood parks in Raleigh. So if you're on the park, you have lots of green space, but you won't find a lot of parking. Homes in this neighborhood are generally more modest than Hayes Barton, and the lots are a fraction of the size. So you find lots of bungalows, cottages, as well as some neat old craftsman and foursquare designs. Bickett Street runs at the bottom along the railroad tracks, so you'll see a little bit of industrial area here, but this is really kind of just adds to the character of the neighborhood, I think. So the overall size of Roanoke Park is 95 acres with 457 properties. 374 are owner occupied, that's about 81%. But if you take the 95 acres and the 457 properties, that leaves about 0.2 of an acre for each home. So as you'll see, we're going to pass Roanoke Park as we're passing it right now. This is a really nice park, nice sized park. So you can imagine this particular side of 5 Points, this subdivision, is not nearly, as big as, the lots are on Hayes Barton. But a lot of people really love it. It's highly sought after. So just want to show you what it's like. Okay, there were 7 closed transactions in Roanoke Park in the last 12 months, between $525,000 and $887,000, with the median price being $825,000 and a median size of 3,000 square feet. Okay, as we leave Roanoke Park, we're headed to Bloomsbury. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods, and right now we're passing the Hayes Barton Pharmacy at 5 Points, and this is really where you'll see a lot of neat shops right in this area. Both sides, you've got restaurants, you've got an old movie theater, so a nostalgic place. Very cool place to hang out. They've got a little craft beer shop here. You've got gas stations. And again, you're right in the middle of the city, so you're at strike range to everything. All the 5 Points neighborhoods were plotted around the same time, but Hayes Barton and Bloomsbury were the first to develop and complete. I think Bloomsbury is the most walkable of the neighborhoods if you're interested in accessing the shops and restaurants at 5 Points. Also with Bloomsbury, we have another neighborhood on both sides of Glenwood, and the lots were carved out in a variety of shapes and sizes. So when you look at the overall size of Bloomsbury, it's around 135 acres. There's 432 homes with an 83% owner occupancy. Okay, there were 17 sales in the last 12 months in Bloomsbury, which equates to around a 4% turnover. Home prices range from $425,000 to $999,000, with $670,000 being the median sales price, and 2,305 square feet was the median size. Average time built was 1928 for this neighborhood. One of the features you'll see a lot of as we go up Alexander and as we get back on Glenwood and go to the Circle, you just see a lot of houses with porches, and a predominant style you'll see is craftsman's or bungalows. And these are really popular when the neighborhood was built. All right, as we pull into the Circle, this is a really neat area within Bloomsbury. The homes in Bloomsbury in general, the median build time was 1928, and here in the Circle, it's the same thing. These are mainly little craftsmen's or bungalows or cottages, and typical size is just under 2,000 square feet. And the lots on the Circle range in size from 0.14 of an acre to 0.36, with a quarter acre being, a fairly typical size you'll find. As we make our way to Beech Ridge and Breeze Streets, this is where you're going to find the largest homes in Bloomsbury. Definitely looks different over here as we compare it to the Circle or to White Oak that we were previously on. But as you'll see here in a minute, we will we'll get to Bird Street and we'll join up with White Oak. So White Oak is a really long street in Raleigh, and it looks different in a lot of different places. Okay, as we move to the neighborhood, I just want to point out as we get on Anderson Street, Anderson's a really cool street, but it's actually not part of Bloomsbury. I'm using it to cut back over to Cowper off Glenwood, but just wanted to point that out. Okay, as we make our way down Cowper, just wanted you to pay attention to the fact that this is a lot different, these lots and houses, as they are in Hayes Barton on Cowper. And as we move through these neighborhoods right off Fairview, they're just going to be much smaller. But like I say, they're right in the middle of all the action, right off Fairview, right in between Fairview and Glenwood. So they're really in high demand. They're really neat neighborhoods, but there's just a lot of difference between all of these neighborhoods within 5 Points, I think. All right, continuing on to Vanguard Park. That's our next stop. Homes here in Vanguard Park were built between 1915 and obviously we've got some new construction going up now. So 1940 is going to be the typical time you're going to find homes built here. And lots are going to range from 0.1 of an acre to 0.35 with a median size of 0.21. Roanoke Park and Vanguard Park have a lot of similarities in the fact that you've got good open space. In Vanguard Park, you've got Fallon Oaks Park, which is really nice, but you don't have the industrial feel like you do over in Roanoke Park. So Vanguard Park, there are 187 homes located in Vanguard Park. It's about 50 acres, so the smallest of the neighborhoods. 156 are owner occupied, or 84%. There have been 9 sales in the last 12 months. That's a 5% turnover. And the prices have ranged from $387,000 to $860,000, with the median price being $630,000. And the median size is 2,355 square feet of those 9 sales in the last 12 months. One of the differences between this side, Vanguard Park, and Roanoke Park is, believe it or not, there's a little more parking on this side. This side feels a little bit bigger as far as the lots and streets go. Very tight in Roanoke Park, so I would say that's a positive difference to Vanguard Park in comparison. Hey, it's Will Wofford here again with Berkshire, Hathaway, York, Simpson, Underwood Realty, and I sure hope you enjoyed the tour of 5 Points. If you have any questions about this neighborhood or any other neighborhoods in Raleigh, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd love to help you. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And thanks so much for watching.